Hi, today I'm making a Normandy pie using free-range pork. I've created this pie in celebration of a 250-mile bike ride I'm taking part in northern France. The ride has been organised in order to raise money for the Halo Project, a charity that helps young people with learning disabilities to live more independent lives. Part of our journey will take us from Saint-Malo to Caen, which is 150 miles through beautiful Normandy countryside. So my pie will include cream, butter, cider and Calvados, local to the area, and will make my pie really special. So the first thing I'm going to do is cook some lardons of bacon. I've got 170 grams of bacon in here. I'm going to cook them with no fat in this pan so they go nice and crispy. So the bacon's gone crispy now, so I'm going to take it out of the pan and I'm going to put a bit of oil into this pan so I can cook my pork. So a little bit of vegetable oil, add to that a little bit of butter for richness. I'm tossing the pork and a little bit of flour, just seasoned with black pepper. I don't want to put salt in there because the bacon's very salty. And I'm going to pop this into the pan here to give it some nice colour on this pork. I'm cooking this pork in 2 batches because I want the pork to brown nicely. If I put too much in there, it won't brown, it'll just kind of boil. The pork is now out, it's nice and golden and brown. And the next thing for me to do is to cook some shallots, carrots and celery in butter and oil and give them a bit of colour too. Now I've got some nice colour on these vegetables, I'm going to pop the pork and the bacon back into the pot to join the veg. Okay, now as a nice nod to northern France, I'm going to flambe this in Calvados. Very important to let the flames die off so that we know the alcohol has been burnt away. And the next thing I'm going to do is add some dry cider. I want to add this cider slowly so it amalgamates nicely into the stew. That was 350 ml of cider, and I'm going to add exactly the same quantity, 350 ml of chicken stock. I'm just going to take a little bit of this scum off the top of here. This is the fat rising to the top, so let's take this away. Okay, I'm going to add a tablespoonful of Dijon mustard and 250 grams of button mushrooms. This will cook now for about 25 to 30 minutes, just until the pork becomes tender. The thing about shoulder of pork, it's not a terribly tough meat actually, it does cook quite quickly, so from start to finish this whole casserole, from the moment you started frying the bacon, will take no more than about an hour and a half. The pork's been bubbling away for about half an hour now, and it's just about cooked, it's almost there. But what I want to finally do are add 3 more ingredients, and that's apple, crème fraiche and some sage. Just going to bring this back up to the boil again and then continue to cook for about another 10 minutes, again on a nice gentle rolling boil. It's very important that you let the pie mix chill before you start putting the pastry on top, otherwise the pastry will shrink. Right, I'm just going to crimp the edges with my 2 index fingers, going round, giving it a bit of decoration on the side here. Just got to put a tiny slit on the top here to let the steam escape. And then we're going to egg wash the pie and pop it in the oven. Set my oven for 200 degrees C. The pie's going to go in the oven for about half an hour until it's nice and golden and crispy. Half an hour's passed and it's time to take the pie out of the oven. I'm delighted to have created this Normandy pie for the Halo Project. The recipe and the ingredients are on the description on the video. Halo!